TimmyTechTV's coverage of PAX Prime 2014 brought to you in part by AMD Gaming Evolved and the all-new R9 285. Make your competition green with envy. Okay guys, Tim here again, TimmyTechTV back at PAX 14. We are at Shovel Knight. Now, I saw this game for the first time on Game Theory. Thought it was an awesome idea. It looks like a great game, and it is definitely a throwback to my childhood of kind of side scrollers and the pixel art and how the game looks and feels. Tell us a little bit about the game, how you guys got started, and who you are.
Yeah, sure. So we're Yacht Club Games. We're a startup that kind of came out of a bigger company that does, we used to work on a bunch of licensed titles. So, we all worked on Double Dragon Neon. A couple of us worked on Blood Rain Betrayal and, Contra 4, Boiling Blob, that kind of stuff. So, we were all way forward before this. And as a result of us wanting to do more independent stuff and take charge and sort of, make a game and own all aspects of it, we started Shovel Knight, and so started Yacht Club, and the first project that we're doing is Shovel Knight. The initial conception was last January, and after 3 months or so, we felt like we could do a Kickstarter, and so we premiered it as a Kickstarter, and then like a week into it, we went to PAX East last year and showed it off, and it's been crazy since then. We asked for 75,000, we got 300, and that propelled us for a year and a half, and now it's been out since late June, and it's on 3DS, Wii U, and Steam for PC. And that's the story so far,
So how did you come up with the idea? I mean, shovels are medieval weapons. I mean, not a lot of people know that. How did you guys come up with the idea?
Well, initially the idea, we were talking about Zelda 2, actually. So the down thrust in Zelda 2 is really satisfying. It's like this, you bounce when you hit the guy, you're doing damage in a whole new way. I mean, you have to get it more down the line in the actual game, but it's a lot of fun once you get it. And so we thought, oh man, could we do a whole game based around that concept of doing a downward strike and making it like an intentional combat move, not just a pogo or not just mobility, but it has some mobility in it. So we discussed the mechanics of what that would look like. And as a result of the discussion, it was like, maybe you're digging through blocks, maybe you're bouncing on enemies, maybe you're flipping guys over and hitting their soft underbellies. And that movement of going down, but also flipping things over, that's like a shovel, And so we jokingly said, oh, it should be a shovel guy. And then someone's like, oh, what can we make it better? Like a robot? No, that's Mega Man. It's already we know we want to make a Mega Man, but we can't make it too Mega Man, So someone said a knight, and then that kind of became Shovel Knight, and that's really that idea has propelled us for a long time. It's been really bizarre.
So what made you guys decide to go with kind of the pixel arty 8-bit style?
Right, we knew we wanted to make an NES game. If not for the sheer scope of it, we're a really small team. There's about a half a dozen of us, so we knew we were not going to be able to do a full 16-bit game for the scale that we wanted to. We also knew that we don't have a lot of 3D experience just personally. We've done stuff, but not in terms of a workflow with everybody involved. And so, we wanted to do an NES, and it sounded exciting. It sounded fun. We also knew that the gameplay we wanted to bring back to a point where it's one mechanic. It's that down thrust that centers around everything, and everything kind of builds on that. So the down thrust is the core of it, and everything is kind of is modules or expansions or twists on that formula. And so that just adds up to basically an NES game, and we all have NES in our blood. We all played Mega Man, Castlevania 3. We all played those core games as kids, and it became really what Shovel Knight was about at the end of it.
Awesome. So what we're asking, the random question of the convention is, what's your favorite board game?
My favorite board game, I guess. That's hard because I don't think Dominion has a board, so I don't know if it's technically a board game, but I love Dominion. I also really like Catan. I also really like, I've been playing Lords of Waterdeep on my phone, and it's it's so good. I just got turned on to another game. I play a lot of board games. I love board games, so that's an easy question for me to answer. I just got turned on to another one called Zombies, and then someone else recommended one called is it Space Cadets? There's tons of them out there, and I could talk for hours about board games.
Awesome. Well, thanks, and again, guys, this is Tim coming to you from PAX 14. We'll see you next time.